good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and happy Thanksgiving. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's well. I know Nikki was here and I saw was in here earlier. Nikki, thanks for happy Thanksgiving. I know that Marcos has a live stream going on right now also. Hey, Brock, how you doing? Scott, how are you? Saying hello to everybody. James Morris, how's it going? Nikki, Scott, let's see if I, Tommy J. Hey, Tommy, how you doing? I saw your family. You looked like you had a good Thanksgiving gathering. Mark, how are you? I think everybody did. I don't know if any of you watched the live stream from Hey Bill uh, from Joe and Gift's house. I think it was, I don't know, 4 hours long. They just set the camera and turned it on, which was kind of cool. You could like look and check in every once in a while. Going Grays, hope you're having a good or had a good Thanksgiving, Logan and family. Um, and I'm caught up, I think. Cool. So happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I was late making my coffee, but I didn't get to have any turkey this year, so I'll have to wait till next year. I'm imagining the sound's good. If it's not, let me know. I think it's all right. Should move this back just a little bit. How about there? Yeah. How does that sound? I know Chris isn't here, so he's usually the one that tells me, "Oh, it's just fine." So I don't know. I think we're only going to go an hour, maybe whatever shorter, maybe longer. I don't know. But I'm going to talk to some people in the States. So, and it's starting to it'll start creeping late if I go much past an hour. Hopefully they're here. They started smooth coating the pool. I'm hopefully I'll get a video out today on what we did on the Backy Towers for the koi pond and what's needed to finish that and how they're going along. I think we're on like day 36-ish or something. But cool. Thanks, Logan. Um, like I said, everything's going good. It depends. We've been scheduling on and off rain. They didn't want to come yesterday. They ended up working all day yesterday, and I don't think we got any rain last night, so I'm sure everything's okay. They basically did the top and then the outside, so maybe he shied away from the inside. But I do have tarps and stuff, so if we have to, we can cover it. But I don't want. I mean, like I said, man, if I stopped working because of drizzle and rain in Thailand, we'd never work, or per se, never get anything done. But they're doing a good job. There was four of them here. Hopefully, they were kind of moving slow motion yesterday, but my eyes are better. I did a live stream yesterday for I think about an hour. Anyway, with just the my Santa Claus picture up there because I was like this trying to read. You can see there they're not as red, and I stopped putting drops in them, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, you're getting a lot of rain there, Nick. Yeah, it's we didn't have, like I said, I got lucky as heck. I was blessed. We went that 20 some odd days enough to get everything done, slabs down, concrete block up. So I never did end up with my worst nightmares, which was big giant mud puddles in my backyard. So I got lucky. So I can't complain if things get dragged on a little bit. But it looks like the coasts are getting hammered more so than inland and Nissan here. We did get rain night before last. They put about that much water in the pool. So they got most of it. I didn't look this morning. I went outside and did talk to my cousin in the States. Told him to try to tune in to the to the live stream. I don't know if he will or not. He's got COVID. So does his girlfriend. So they're doing a Thanksgiving, I think, with her son or daughter. With one of them. She has a couple. One doesn't want to come, although came to go to Thanksgiving, but has tests and stuff in school or something. Doesn't want to miss something, which I don't blame him or her. I'm sorry. I don't remember stuff as well as I used to. But Yeah, so they both have it. And I guess he said it's like day 7 for him. And I know Uncle Craig's on day like 9 or something. So, hey, Douglas, how you doing? You're having rain. Yeah, so I'm lucky. I'm looking at a little bit overcast, but I don't see any rain. So I'm lucky, I guess. Uh, so so hopefully a good Thanksgiving to him. So I talked to him for a little while this morning. And I'm going to call another friend up in Northern California when I get done with this. So like I said, it'll probably be an hour or so. And people are probably eating too. In the States, what is it on the West Coast for? I don't know. Dinner time, I think. So probably a lot of people are eating and not watching. I didn't see it, Andy. I didn't see his Andy here. I didn't. Did I miss you, Andy? Hope I didn't miss Andy. It looks like I did somewhere. Oh, there you are. Ah, okay. You snuck in on me. How you doing, Andy? Um, yeah, so I'm hopefully, and I talked to another friend actually this morning too, in Phoenix, and just having look like some kind of steak dinner with his wife, Thanksgiving dinner. Just seems like not too many people out. A lot of people. This is the most that I've heard my family and friends say I've got COVID. In the past, ever since it began, I never heard anything. So maybe it is on its way back. But my cousin said he's, a cold, whatever, nothing drastic. Not like Craig. Craig sounded like a nightmare. Hey, big guys, how you doing? But yeah, because that could sound kind of nasty. And hopefully, I feel for Uncle Craig, man. Like I said, if you watch that last video, he's miserable, man. Um, so hopefully it doesn't. I never heard of long COVID, so that was enlightening me somehow too. That's something to look forward to. Geez, I got COVID. Is it going to last 2 months? That's got to suck. Trying to down this coffee so I can drink this soda water. Um, I did see Tommy. I guess I'm caught up. Not too much. I rapped a little bit about stuff yesterday, but it's a typical stuff. Anybody's got anything they want to talk about? Hi, Nanette. How are you? Glad you could make it. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe to Nanette. I would appreciate it. She would too. Also, you'll be happy you did. Great channels. All of them are. They're all, God, there's got to be about 12 or 15 of them I'm subscribed to now. And I'm talking about Filipinas. And they just have a good time singing, talking, good subjects. Yads has good content subjects. I don't know how she comes up with them. I can't come up with anything, but she comes up with some good stuff to talk about. And a lot of guys and gals both participate on her panel. She has a panel type thing. And I didn't see her. Bobby must be traveling, I think. Time to get going. If you're around, you're having today's Friday, right? I'll be able to make yours tonight, and I got to try to make Richard's tomorrow. But like I said yesterday, the tile that I wanted, it was kind of a pain in the ass to get it. I ordered the one from Masada. They sent me a little thing showing their company, so and a line code or whatever, AT. And my wife contacted them and they said, yeah, 59 baht each, but then they wanted 40 baht to ship. It cost me 40 baht to ship one, and I need 300. So when the teacher was here, my oldest daughter and her traditional Thai dance teacher was here, and the youngest, and spent a couple of days. He said, I'll go back and I'll go to the factory, which was cool. So he went there, talked to them. They said, sure, we'll sell them for 59 because they wanted 20,000 baht to ship them. And it's their own private shipping thing, and that's how they make their money, I guess, in certain cases. Because they've got it advertised, I think, on Shopee or something for 79 baht a piece. So anyway, needed that. She contacted them. So we're going to spend we're going to take the electric hot rod. I think we'll take the 14 boxes. I don't think it's going to it's not going to be more than 3 or 4 people that we'd have in there. So put them in there. We're going to drive there. We'll see the kids. We'll have eat dinner with them probably, and then stay one night there, and Sunday morning turn around. And yeah, burns 2 days, but I'm retired anyway. And maybe 3,000 baht in gas and 1,000 for a hotel, maybe 1,000 to eat. So 5,000-6,000 baht it actually out of pocket to go and pick it up ourselves. So I'll be doing that all weekend, driving to Bangkok, which is about, I'm going to say 7.5, probably closer to 8 hours by the time we stop 3 times or 5 times. Yeah, I did. I caught one at like midnight. I didn't comment on it or even go into the chat. I watched it for like 5 minutes in the middle of the night, but no, I haven't caught a bunch of them. They've been good, or I did catch obviously Chuck or Joe's and seen everybody there. I know Mitch is bummed. Mitch couldn't make it either. James couldn't make it either. I don't know why exactly. Something about a car or rental car or something. Mitch, I know that his better half Dow is not feeling well, so they didn't want to go there and take the chance of getting people sick, which I don't blame them at all. And so they relaxing, I guess, in the Pattaya area. Good night or good morning. All right, you take it easy. Thanks for dropping by as always. Hey, T and Deer was there too. I don't know if you guys still in Pachuap, or did you actually go home, or you probably spent the night there, right? I'm imagining T. I don't know. And T's got if I don't know, did you and Maui hook up at all, or about the ride and that kind of stuff? That's the one that he just bought the 350 Forza and had the shad side boxes and top box put on it, and him and his wife are looking to do some traveling. And that's what else I was going to ask you. Are you and Tony taking your better halves on the ride? I didn't ask that. And like I said, you know where I stand on going. I'm more than happy. It'd probably be fun to go. But let's see. Still here. Okay, went to Bruce. Oh, okay. Next to Bruce. Okay. Yeah, because Bruce stayed the night too. Cool, very cool. So yeah, if you guys, hey Expat Paul, how you doing? If you do, try to hook up with Maui if he shows up here. And like I said, he's looking to. He bought that. He had a PCX like I did to start with, and just got the Forza, I want to say, a week ago. And he's looking for people to hook up with. And I said, you're always in tune for a ride. He seems like a good guy. Haven't met him personally, but get good vibes from him. So thanks, Scott, for putting up the links. I appreciate it. And then that's saying goodnight to Nikki. And yeah, so I'm jonesing too. I did pull the cover off the Forza, so I think I'm going to take it down, have it cleaned up, and go somewhere. Like maybe even Buriram for a McDonald's burger. Like I need one, but maybe I'll at least then. Well, we're going to be on the road, so I'll probably eat either Burger King or McDonald's in the next couple of days. So I don't need to, but I need an excuse to get on the Forza. I shouldn't need an excuse, but my wife gets nervous. And I don't ever get nervous on 2 wheels. I feel more comfortable and at ease on 2 wheels than I do on 4. I had to dump that on. I want this big glass of soda water. Now I feel better. So it's still going. I not as well as I would hope. I mean, I'm not. Man, I've got to exercise more. As far as eating wise, I've cut that way back to decent food. Like in the morning, what I ate for breakfast: sliced tomatoes and a couple scrambled eggs. A lot of vegetables and stuff. And I'm cutting out the carbs pretty much completely. And if I had to guess, I still haven't found the scale. I probably lost a couple kilo, I'm guessing, just by the way the clothes fit. But I need to exercise more, and I've got this damn problem with this shortness of breath, or me thinking in my mind that I'm not breathing right, and it freaks me out, especially when I'm walking or doing anything with a mask. In the gym, they're not wearing the mask anyway, so I just need to go to the gym more. Who has a Versa 650 now? I thought that's what you had. Do you have a Versa? You're saying he's got a Versa. Okay, I got to go back. Who asked T something? T. Just the man. Okay. Isn't that what you have as a Versa? I think that's what you got, and I don't know. Hey, Minwa, how you doing? Big Daddy, how you doing? Glad you could stop by. I appreciate it. Hey, there he is. Are you feeling any better? You got to be feeling better. I'd be nervous. I don't. I watched your whole video, and I try to watch as much of Uncle Craig's because I enjoy watching. I enjoy his videos, and I can watch them early in the morning when I watch Chuck's. But the last one, boy, man, I could tell you were miserable. I looked at that one. Holy crap! I hope I don't get it. And you said your wife got it too, and she's 15 years younger than you. You think it's your age that kicked you to the dirt, or what do you think? Because everybody that I talk to have been younger than me, and I'm meaning my daughter, 18, and the people at work, I want to say in their 40s, 45. Most of my wife's friends are in her age group. Do you think it was age? I'm curious. Gary G Man from okay. I'm catching up. I'm trying to catch it up. Still miserable, man. Did you try the Lipton tea bags and the honey? No, and the Manaus. My daughter swears by it. Everybody did. They said it made them feel good. I don't know. You said some of the stuff that they were giving you you thought it was giving you some kind of hangover, and I'm imagining that's the medication that they were giving you for it. And you're on day what, 10, 9? I just talked to my cousin this morning. He's on day 7. Him and his girlfriend. So a lot of people, I guess, getting it. But what is the SPO2 level today? What is that? I'm lost, Douglas. You went right over my head. It's not hard to do. 10, day 10. And I never heard, you scared the crap out of me too with this long COVID. What the hell is that? And you were saying something that could be 30 days, 60 days? Bullshit. Enough of that stuff. Hey, how you doing, traveler? Glad you could drop in. Hey, Sean, how's it going? Sean's here in Thailand now. How's the work and the internet and all that stuff? Is everything working out as you had anticipated, I hope? Looking forward to the fun. But yeah, if you haven't had a chance to watch it, if you want to see somebody miserable, go and check out Uncle Craig's video. He is not a happy camper. And like I said, I would have freaked out because I have such a big thing about anything that makes me short of breath or anything like that. Because two things in my life that I didn't want to die of is fire and drowning. And the 2 times that I went passed out was just like drowning. I watched my oxygen level drop to nothing, and then woke up with a tube down my throat. So when you said you went in and had to take the shower and you were short of breath and stuff, I'd have been freaking out. The only thing I did when I freaked out the one time when they took me off the tube was still in, but they bypassed it to let me see if I could breathe on my own. And they let me go for like 45 minutes, and I started to freak out and didn't feel like I could breathe good. And it was a nightmare. I thought I was going to die. They were putting cold packs on my chest. My heart rate was like 130. This was in the hospital in intensive care. Luckily, I was in the right place. But anything like that freaks me out. But I did after that. When I went back and did it again, I went like an hour and a half, and I told them I've had enough. let's stop, and they stopped. That was right before they pulled the tube out. But I could control my breathing, which was a good thing for me to learn. I didn't freak out, because when you freak out, it makes it 10 times worse. You just lose it. And I always was hoping in my mind, I'm like, you're just going to pass out and you'll breathe. You'll breathe. You're going to be fine. You're not going to die. But I didn't. When you said that, I didn't like that at all. And I saw off the hook. Yeah, thank you. You had sent me a deal for a happy Thanksgiving to you and your family also. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, no, this was in the hospital. What happened was 2 months, tube down the throat. Finally, the best day of my life was when he pulled that thing out. I thought I was going to have problems breathing or anything, but it just went, oh, yes. Well, then I took in a lot of fluid because I hadn't been able to drink anything. Then everything was on IV. I'd lost 40 kilo. And they moved me into a private room. I was in there the first day, and he didn't realize that I was building up fluid around my heart and lungs and stuff, right? Pneumonia type shit again, I guess. And I was in there, and all of a sudden got short of breath, and I could see the machine, next to me. I was hooked up to it, obviously. And that my wife's calling the nurses. The nurses are coming in. They're giving me the vape thing, that's got the vapor and stuff, trying to open up my lungs. And I watched that thing sink. And I think the last that I saw was like 70s, maybe 60s. I don't remember. It was a blur. And then I woke up and they had put the tube down my throat again. So now I went 2 months with the tube down my throat, 1 day without, thinking I'm, king shit. And here I am back in intensive care with the tube down my throat, freaking out. And the doctor comes in and goes, no, only 2 days. 2 days, it will be out, I promise you. And he was true to his word. A day and a half later, they pulled it out, and then they had me, God, for that 1 month that I was in the hospital, I was on a liter or less than of water a day. And, of course, they had me on diuretics or whatever they are, water pills. But nothing worse than that. It's just like you can't breathe. It's like drowning. And so now I've experienced it. I don't like it, but I think now I'm leaning towards I don't want to die, getting lit on fire. So, but it was horrible. But I don't know, how do I say not as bad as I thought? I don't know. That doesn't sound good either. Everything is good. I'm just used to being asleep. Yeah, exactly, right. That's right. You're working during different times, so that you're working during. Yeah, okay, I get it. Cool. I'm glad you got I know you were worried about the internet and shit, so I'm glad you got that worked out. And Travelers had it twice too. A lot of people had it twice. I have what the doctors say is long COVID, lasting effects with my lungs and memory. Really? Yeah, I don't know. They swear that I haven't had it, but I'll tell you what, my memory's gotten shittier and shittier, which scares me. And even though they say I breathe in just fine, it still don't. It isn't the same as it was before I went in the hospital. Just not the same. Not the same. I don't know how to explain it. Hey, Jim, how you doing? Jim and Meow. How's it going? I hope your Thanksgiving was good. I saw the pictures on Facebook, so it looked like you had a fun time. I had COVID 3 times. Boy, Nick, you're just lucky as hell, huh? I guess I'm lucky. I haven't had it. Knock on whatever there's wood around here. Gorgeous Thailand, how you doing? Lots of people suffer with long COVID symptoms, fatigue, shortness of breath, etc. It's what I feel. My doctor says I breathe fine. I do. I've been thinking, and I haven't said anything to my wife. I think I want to go back. I had 2 major doctors that saved my life when I was in intensive care. One was my heart doctor, and the other one was my lung doctor. He revived me a couple of times. I guess I broke the restraints. Why they put me in a coma type thing is that I was pulling the tube out, and so I want to have him check me out. Although I trust everything that this man, this heart specialist, he's top notch to me. He saved my life numerous times. Jim and I will be very busy with the family event. Oh, so you having something today? I'm gathering. I'm gathering. Everybody's saying, Logan saying happy Thanksgiving to Jam. Let's see. Well, I don't want to tempt fate. 85% of the students and colleagues have had 2 or 3 times. Wow. Yeah, a lot of the people I know that have had it a couple of times, and it's like wow. And people, I think even Craig had said something about I've been vaccinated. I've got triple vax too. Two of the what's the good one? I forget. Anyway, and the last one, Moderna. And the Moderna one kicked me in the teeth, knocked me down. I didn't feel good at all for a couple of days. The first two, no soreness in the arm and felt sleepy. But it doesn't do anything, man. That's what I don't understand. Probably I should have been an anti-vaxxer. I mean, I thought that they were gonna make you show some kind that you've been vaccinated to travel to another country, any country, get on a plane, and they didn't do that. So the smart people, as far as I'm concerned, didn't, because they didn't know enough about that vaccination, as far as I'm concerned. But it was never meant to as what I consider a vaccination. My TB or whatever vaccine, I don't get TB. When I get when they say they vaccinate me, in my mind says I'm not going to get that. Well, that isn't the case with COVID. Yeah, they vaccinate you so that it's supposed to make it easier when you do get it. Oh, can you transfer it to somebody else? Oh yeah, you bet. You can still transfer it to as many people. It's supposed to keep you from dying, better chance of living through it. So, but never to stop it. So that's why I couldn't understand. Oh, you can't come in our restaurant unless you show us you've been vaccinated. Why? Even if I'm vaccinated and I've got COVID, I could still spread it. So there's a lot of stuff they didn't make sense. So let's hope they don't go back to freaking masks and shit. That'll really freak me. I'm just getting to the point where I could jump on the scooter and go for a motorcycle ride without a mask on and not get, eyes burning through my skin looking at the farang driving down the street. But there aren't there, Nick? I love this channel, even though it's my channel. All the people are great. That's why hopefully you get to meet more, and it seems like there's more people coming in and watching. And like I said, I'm not. Don't judge people. I'm not gonna. As long as people come in and they're decent and whatever, they can stay and see if they like it. If you be nasty, you're going to get jumped on by 250 moderators and be banned for at least a year. On January 1st, I'll probably let all the trolls out of jail. There's about 50 of them in there. And we'll have a field day. The moderators will have a field day for the first couple of live streams. But then after that, and I didn't do that on this live stream, I don't think. I forgot to do you have to be a member or you have to be subscribed for 10 minutes. So you guys might want to keep your eye out for trolls. I didn't do that on this one. You have to do it each one. Kind of a pain in the ass. Hey, Joe, I can see you, Joe. Now I wrote you a deal on your last video. Can you see me? Did you get that? The last video you put out. Because I was wondering, when I comment on your videos, do you see when I comment? Army Healthcare. What was that? Who? I missed something. I'll tell you what I did right there, I was dreaming of. I can still remember myself in the hospital watching people drink. Didn't care about food, didn't care about eating, had the tube down my throat, could barely breathe. All I wanted to do was take a big giant drink like I just did. And the worst part about it was once they did pull the tube out, I was only on, after that first day, and I couldn't do it at the beginning anyway. I hadn't drank anything for 2 months. But then I went back in and they put the tube in again. And after they took the tube out, I was limited to a liter of water. But that was my biggest thing. My jonesing was to just guzzle down some kind of liquid. Yeah, you have to be vaxxed. No, anybody can come on. Even trolls, as long as they're decent. I wear my mask on the scooter to keep the bugs out of my mouth. I'm used to the bugs from the being on a bike since I was forever. But yeah, that it did do that. I will say that much. Um, but it just every once in a while, like I'm weird, man. I'm a two wheel dude, man. I gotta be on two wheels. I gotta have wind in my face. Even on my Forza, I've got that electric windshield, which is awesome. Takes the, if you've ever ridden a lot of miles on motorcycles at a decent, click, uh, you know, 70, 80 miles an hour, 90 miles an hour, it pulls you back. You have to fight. You have to hold on, and with some kind of diverter up there, it just makes it way easier. Put it that way. But I find myself rolling the thing down. I want to for a little while anyway. I'll roll it up and down, but I want that wind in my face. I do. I do enjoy two wheels. That's for sure. Uh, no, I do not see your comments. Son of a gun. I don't know what the hell it is. I guess I'm going to try to write to YouTube, Joe. That's bullshit. I'm going to try to write to them and find out what the hell's going on. And I know Mitch had said that he had one when we were talking about it the other day. Mitch said that he has one uh, subscriber, friend, whatever, from YouTube that the same thing is happening that's happening with me and you. Did anybody else with you, Joe? Because you're the only one that has said anything to me about it. What is this, flying chickens? What did I do? Dave, send me your comments and I'll pass them on the phone. That's what I do. What he do, Logan, is how he knows if I'm there, if I'm on, let's say, Live My Ass Off, Mike's channel, and he doesn't see me and I'm commenting until he doesn't know I'm there until, like, let's say Chris is on there and Chris goes, "Hey Dave, got to love Thailand. How you doing, brother?" Then Joe will kick in. "Oh, Dave, I see you're, or I hear you're here. How you doing?" So it's basically like that. Or sometimes I'll go on someplace and no one, he hasn't noticed or anything, and I'll say, "Hey, can you please say hi to Joe for me?" And somebody will pick it up. "Hey, Joe, Dave says hi." It sucks. It's horrible, and it's YouTube. Like I said, I could bitch and whine and about YouTube, but YouTube's been a blessing to me. A lot of people bitch about it and say they're not YouTubers and whatever. Well, if you're on YouTube, you're a YouTuber. You could just go on Facebook and quit, YouTube if you're not a YouTuber. As far as I'm concerned, if you're using this platform, you're a YouTuber. So, may not do it for money or whatever. A lot of people don't do that, but I don't know why. We'll see. Off to Amazon now. Can I get anything? Yeah, yeah. I do. I don't miss Amazon. I'm still a Prime member. I still get free shipping. I still pay the same thing all that I've been here, and I've never used it. I haven't used it. Well, yeah, I have. I've gotten my garlic stuff and my hot chili oil when I used to go back every 3 months when I first got to Thailand. But Lasada, man, Lasada's got everything. Granted, a lot of it's crap from China, but 95% of the stuff that I get from them has been, I have no complaints. Maybe even more than that, 98%. I had to have a bug removed from my eye. The barbed legs had broken off inside the window. I picked them out of my teeth and stuff, but I always have glasses on. It's very hard for bugs to get in my eyes. I very rarely would you catch me not riding without sunglasses of some sort. nighttime, I used to have clear glasses that I would ride with. We weren't wearing helmets and shit either. So occasionally long rides, nighttime, middle of winter, raining, cold to me in California. Um, we would we had full face that we'd throw on and rain suits, but a lot of the times the people I was riding with, I'd let somebody else's girlfriend, wife, or something that forgot their rain suit or something take my rain suit, so I'd be soaked. But I do enjoy riding, man. I do miss it. I'll tell you that. And my wife, she knows now. I mean, she just doesn't like it. Every time I say I'm going to go somewhere, like I was going to go to Pachuap, we're going to take the car, right? And, well, I'm thinking about maybe. No, take the car. All right, I'll take the car. But it's because she loves me and doesn't want me to croak. It's really a weird thing. We talk about. I look at myself now and I'm going, God, he's old. I mean, look at the dude. He's probably got maybe a year left. I mean, I don't know. I thought that 50 was old when I was 25, 30 years old. I'm going, God, if I can make it to 50, boy, man, I've got the world by the and I don't know. Like I said, nothing's guaranteed in this life, man. Nothing is guaranteed. Max to be on what pays channel, not if you paid for protection. Yeah, Brock will help you out. But like I said, people that watch it, like a lot of people watch it, they aren't subscribed. I'd appreciate it if you did subscribe. I'd like to meet, sooner or later. Doesn't have to be immediate. Like I said, when I first started watching YouTube, I didn't comment for a year. I figured I'll say the wrong thing, or they ain't going to be interested in what I had to say, or, whatever. First, I started by writing on, after a video, good video, enjoyed it, whatever. And then I start getting into some live streams, mostly mics. That was probably one of the first, per se, live stream deal that I watched. I met a lot of great people there, Joe being one of them, Chris, a lot of people there. But we're not guaranteed anything, people, man. I like I said, and I was talking to my cousin about it too again this morning. It's like, the norm for the United States, being a single guy or lady or whatever, it's 1700, and now with the new thing in December, it's going to be closer to 19, $2,000. And if you worked a decent amount during your life, you can meet the requirements for retirement, on income. Granted, if the bot fluctuates, you might miss it a little bit. So you put a little bit in the bank, but come and try it out, man. Come for a minimum of 3 months. You can always bug out. I mean, you can come and check it out. And is it still a good time to come? It's always a good time to come, as far as I'm concerned, to Thailand. But I liked it better when there were very few people here. I noticed even from Chuck's videos and Joe, they went around, and some of the other people that I watch, and there's more and more and more people. And I'm still like kind of a firm believer that things are getting very, very close to normal. We're just not seeing it because the 50 billion Chinese haven't come in yet. But the Indians and the Russians and people from all over the planet are starting to come to Thailand, which is good. Like I said, I hope they don't, screw it up with something with a new variant or something. That would be sad, because Thailand needs some people come here spending some money. In Fresno, I was leather jacket getting splattered with millions. Yeah, that's where I lived for 18 years up on Bass Lake. I don't know if you know where that's at, Craig. Just sold my house to my nephew a year ago. I guess it's been a year now. Time flies when you're having fun. But yeah, a lot of bugs up in through there. My bike is still there. I gave it to my son. It's a 2008 Dyna. It's got lowering shocks on the back. That's all I did when I bought it off the showroom floor in 2008. And rode it not much. It's got very few miles on it. But it's been sitting there. Everything's going to need to be redone. Gas tank taken off, new belt, new rubber, new everything. But I like the bike handled awesome. An awesome piece of machinery that particularly that model, but that engine and everything. Now they're going even bigger. I don't think they really needed to, but I think they're just keeping up with the times. But yeah, I ran into quite a few bugs, Bakersfield and Fresno. I traveled back and forth from Fresno area, above Fresno, down to San Fernando Valley, see my family, see my friends, see my cousin who had Lou Gehrig's, but not too much, not too often on the bike, but a lot of bugs. I've run into a couple here, not too bad here. I'm sure there's certain times of year that I haven't been out that it's probably really bad. Just got my motorcycle license. I think I'm buying a CRF 300 Rally. Cool, nice bike. It. I'm lazy, and I mean, I've been riding Harley since I was 15 and a half. But that freaking Forza 350, really, I'm really impressed. It's a twist and go. It's easy to ride, very comfortable ride. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot, and it was reasonable. You can buy them. What I pay 173,000 baht for it. I think somebody could figure that out. He'll be happy, Joe. Thank you. I still buy them for him all the time. Is Dowlow here? I didn't see that. There's Dowlow. How you doing? Glad you could come by. On the way to Sturgis, many stories almost hit a bear on the Dragon Trail. Yeah, a lot of and up where I was in Bass Lake, my wife hit. I was lucky enough I didn't hit any deer. My wife hit two, so she hit one for me and one for her. And the one did some major damage to the front. Forget what kind of car we had. Had to replace the radiator, the front brace, everything. The other one kind of glanced off the side, didn't do much. Said it was a big one. Said it knocked it down and got back up and ran off. But hitting something like that on a motorcycle, me at my age, I'd probably be dead, if not crippled and everything else. So I've got to keep from going down, which I will. I'm not going to die on a bike. I haven't been on a motorcycle in 40 years, just horses. I never got that, but I'm probably better off buying it. Yeah, you should probably right, Traveler. Although you know what it is, if you're talking about Thailand, and if you're in a small village area, a little wave or something like that, you're not going to run into much problems at all. And it is kind of nice to run down to the local little market or go here or go to get something to eat. It is kind of convenient. And that's what I keep the Scoopy for. And I really like that Scoopy too. And I've got the Wave too that I had completely redone. In fact, I got to go get that thing. It's at the in-laws house, and it's a carbureted 100. And so I don't like to leave it sitting. The carburetor is going to get screwed up. I'll pull the carburetor apart anyway. But I got to go get that thing. Of course, that waterfall is still in the back of the truck. Mark King. Hi, GottoLoveThailand. Have you ever been on the Highway 1 from Oregon all the way up and down to San Diego? I did. Yes, I sure did. Yeah, awesome ride. Awesome ride. I like one. I mean, and I liked Oregon too. And as far as all the way up into some of the coastal stuff up in Washington. But it's a beautiful ride. I did spend a lot of time in Big Sur and along the California coast and the Oregon coast. But yeah, when I was younger, I haven't been in years and years now. But I did enjoy that ride. You're definitely right. It is awesome. That's all I can say. I've never ridden a motorcycle here in Australia. Should I ride one when I'm in Thailand? You got to feel comfortable on two wheels, Dallo. I wouldn't suggest anybody to ride, especially here in Thailand, if you're not, used to it. but or feel comfortable doing it. But I would say that if you were in a small village, I would definitely get one. Like Tim T&W, his village over there, I've been there, and he cruises around every day, waves to everybody and goes down, gets an ice cream for the kids, and he's got a little routine he does. It makes it convenient to just hop on and go down and get some noodle soup or whatever you're going to want. So it does make it convenient. Now, riding in Pattaya, Bangkok, no, I wouldn't suggest that at all. Even in downtown Surin here, it can get a little bit crazy. It's not bad, and I usually stay out of downtown, and it's a little bit harder on the fours. I don't try to shoot nothing with the saddlebags. I stay like I'm in a car. I'll stay behind unless I can get around somebody, but I'm not going to push it. Too old to be pushing stuff. Hello, how you doing? Glad you could make it. I'll butcher your name, so I'll just say hello. Uh, Looks like my workers are here. How long has it been? 47 minutes. I'll go another 10 minutes, and want to thank everybody for coming. You guys are awesome. I really do have the best subs. Everybody has a good time. So I'm curious to what they're going to do today. Like I said, they didn't want to work yesterday. They wouldn't have got nothing done. And like I said, here, from what I look at on my phone, it's going to rain on and off for the next 3 weeks. So I want to be done with the pool in 3 weeks. So once they get it down, I don't know. There's a lot of, I've got to look because I've never laid tile in pool either. So the only thing I'm going off is YouTube and whoever I can talk to that has done anything like that. I know it's special pool stuff for gluing it down for putting the grout in and all that, a special grout. So I'll read up on it. There's 9 million. That's one thing I would say about YouTube. Any car or something I didn't know, like the newer cars, like my wife's Jeep or the Saturn, the 2008. I lift up the hood and go, what? Where's the distributor and where do I go from here? But where's the air filter? YouTube. Oh, just pull the glove box off, do this, and no screwing around, no nothing. 99% of the stuff you need to know you can ask on YouTube or Google. So Google's got it pretty much nailed all the way around, right? Here's this. And if you want comfortable on a bike, then don't ride one in Thailand. See Patty Doyle's video on why he gets himself into all sorts of problems due to not being a proficient. Yeah, it like I said, if you're in a little small village and you're going to use it to run down, you've ridden a bicycle or you've ridden. I imagine you've been on 2 wheels before, right? You just didn't own a motorcycle or whatever. To run down and run around. I mean, it's like riding a bicycle. These scooters, twist and goes. To go and get the close stuff, it does make it convenient. Unless you like to walk, then by all means. But like I said, yeah, if you don't feel comfortable, don't do it. See, they saw the short on the front pond. Nice waterfall. Yeah, thanks, Ron. Yeah, my wife, I put it up there. I got to put out a video today. I'm going to put out a video today on what I've got done on what needs to be done on the pond in the back. I think I've even got a little bit on there on what needs to be finished on the pond on the front and where they are on the pool. I think I've got enough video to put out something because the pool's looking pretty nice. I can't wait. The kids can't either. That's why I'm saying that's why I didn't go to Pachuap, and that's why I'm not planning to go anywhere between now and just right before the end of the year. I'm going to fly to Phuket, and that's probably going to be the only thing that I do to make sure everything gets done. But it's looking pretty good. It's definitely 15 pounds of crud in a 5-pound sack back there, but it should be okay by the time we get done and get everything cleaned up. So we're saying hi to Mark. Marco, I thought you were doing a live stream. Was it just a quick live stream? I know I jumped on there and said hello to everybody because I think you started at 8:00 also. I'm doing good, thank you. I'm sure everybody's doing pretty good, except for the people that have eaten too much turkey. They're probably starting to go out. How was that? Hey, Daz, how you doing? How was that that cheesecake. Cheesecake's my. I make a hell of a New York cheesecake, and it's definitely my favorite dessert. I guess I'd have to say is definitely any kind of cheesecake. And I can't remember. I'm trying to remember if I tasted it last year. I must have. She had to have made it, but I can't remember. But I know you were asking about it. A lot of people were asking about it. Where was it? A couple of people said you ate it, and a couple of people said Chuck ate it. So I don't know if anybody said Joe ate it. I can't remember. Um, let's see. Looked like a fun time. It looks like you guys had a great time. Kind of bummed I didn't make it there. Still been in a food coma. Yeah, I would be too. I haven't had anything like that. Well, last year I did. Had some turkey. Logan saying pumpkin pie or pecan. Pumpkin for me. I'm not a big. I like pecan. Don't get me wrong, but like pumpkin is. I don't know. That's tough. I'll stick with pumpkin. But on the cakes, in the cake category, as far as cheesecake, cheesecake's definitely. I made them when I went to Costa Rica, and I had that Mexican help the guy that had the bar there. He didn't want to do the kitchen, and I helped the Costa Rican person start the restaurant and do all that. And I made blueberry and cheesecake, and it was yay big. Each wedge weighed 2 pounds. But I sold them for like $6 a slice because the cream cheese was expensive there. And I put them out and put it on the little local Facebook type thing, and it was gone in 10 minutes. I only made one, maybe every other day. It was a pain in the ass, but I always saved one slice for me. I do like that. Sweet potato pie. There you go. Joe likes sweet potato pie. Tommy, the knee is much better than before, but still limping a little bit. I kind of noticed that when I was watching a couple of the videos you were favoring the knee, getting up and down off of a curb, to say. I think when you were helping Kara put her fishing equipment in the back of the car. I watched that one this morning. I'm a knee aficionado. They want to replace both of them now. Have for 15 years. Let's see, two meniscus, one, I forget which ligament it was. It was on my left knee on the outside, and then I had the ACL in that same left knee done 15 years ago. Knee pain. And when I had somebody asked me, it was Alex, I think, has to have his meniscus done. When I had the ACL, they had the microsurgery, and it was a nightmare. But anyway, on the meniscus, I was only 18 and 19, high school sports and motorcycles, and they completely cut me across. So you lose your quad. They don't know why. When they cut the knee open, the quad that gives you the ability to hold your leg out goes away, shrinks and shrivels to nothing. So I said, I can't. He wanted to know what the recovery time was. But even back then, I asked the doctor, what's the recovery for this? And the doctor said, I've had complete athletes in here that were like little babies and took months to recover. And I've had 90-year-old women here up the next day walking around. So he says it's a kind of whatever happens to you. Hey, James, how you doing? Instead of stuffing your face with cheesecake, why don't you bring it? Yeah. Nikki, I thought, what did you say? You were going to bed. Just can't get enough of Dave. He's so lovable. Yeah. I kind of bummed I missed that. I don't know. You guys look like you had a good time. You hooked up with Alex and some other people that I don't really know. But look like you guys had a good time. I didn't get to do anything really. We didn't do anything today either. No turkey for me, although Joe promised me double batches next year, so I'm definitely already got it scheduled in. Good morning to all again, working on videos, but I'm lurking. Thanks, James. And I don't know what, but since you're lurking, I know that they're going back and forth on ganja. saying that the bud itself is going to be a controlled substance. Have they made any kind of a posted in whatever paper they're supposed to post it when it becomes law? I like to ask. James stays on top of all that stuff. Usually, if it's really important, he'll do a short on it. So I get informed all the time. But I'm just curious because, see, like I said, people ask me all the time, are you going to, help your family like you said you were and do the stuff? Yeah, but not until they totally decriminalize, and I'm content and I'm glad, I'm taking no chances of sitting in no tie jail. Jail is just not for me. But let's see. It's going to be a fight to the death. They have another meeting today. We'll see how it goes. Cool. I'll look. You guys look for James. James will put something up. I know as soon as they do. And I mean, I was I forget whose live stream or something I was watching, and that they had one person on talking about investing in his company. He owned 4 or 5 factories in Bangkok that he was changing over to grow facilities, and you could buy in for this much money and blah 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 blah, and they're expecting this kind of returns, and people are I've seen you walking around and doing videos, and you could take 10 steps without hitting some kind of a, what I'm going to call a dispensary, a booth, a table pushed on the side of the road. It just, I don't know. Like I said, I'd be more than happy to help anybody that I know with anything that's shoved in this brain of mine, but to actually physically go someplace and show them until it's completely decriminalized, I won't. Answer questions, I'd answer questions anytime about growing weed. I love growing weed. What did I miss anything? I know I missed some stuff. I rambled. Every time I ramble, I miss. David from Surin. Hey, David, how you doing? Yeah, I have a shirt on today. I got my my scary eye shirt my wife gave me this morning before she went to work. Good morning to you, David. Mark King. Oh, you should try. Change everything for sure. Not like, geez, I missed out on that one. Let's see. Okay, let's see. But the 2 things I never tried is cheesecake and olives. Boy, 2 of my favorites. Give me I'm not a big drinker and everything, but up at where I lived and where I went as a my whole youth was Bass Lake, and up there their local bar and everything, they called them Bass Lake martinis, and the big green olives with the pits in the middle. They would drop that into a glass of beer, and that was a Bass Lake martini. And I just loved eating the olive and drinking it. When I was a kid, my mother, Italian mother, would put black olives on my fingers so I could eat them off. I love olives. The green ones, I think you got to acquire a taste for. Black ones, I think everybody kind of likes those. I don't think that anybody hates black olives, do you? Maybe they do. Hey, how you doing, Johnny? Glad you could stop by. The cheese and cheesecake is not like dairy cheese. No, it's cream cheese and sugar and lemon and eggs and about a tablespoon of flour to keep it from cracking. And that's pretty much all the ingredients. Not a bunch that I can off the top of my head. It's been a long time. Like I said, mine are like, the damn things were like, you make them in a spring-form pan, and damn cheesecake's 15 pounds, 20 pounds. I mean, it's like outrageous. But I did end up finding a cheaper source in Costa Rica. They sold it in big bags, a big bag that you could squeeze out, and I weighed it out and did it that way, and it was like half the cost of getting it in the little boxes. Yeah, I like them on pizza too. I like cooking with green olives. I like it with green olives and stuff like that with fish, like capers, and I make I like green olives. I'll cut them up and put them into a sauce. Yeah, definitely not. Doesn't taste like a what I think of when I think cake, but they call it cheesecake. So, but yeah, God, I don't know why. Just my favorite. Like with my choice of liquors when I was drinking was Scotch and Crown Royal. That's what my mom drank. My mom drank Crown Royal and Chevets, and you know, and I, being wanting to drink and never be having to run out of alcohol, be a Scotch drinker, and be 18, 20, 21, 22, and go to parties. Bourbon bottles are empty, vodka bottles are empty, everything's empty, and Scotch bottles are full to the brim. No one drinking any Scotch. So it was always a go-to for me, and of course Crown Royal, which I know James is a big deal. But that, I remember when I was a kid, the blue bags. My mom had hundreds and hundreds of the blue Crown Royal bags. She used to keep her silver and everything she would keep in the bags. So, needless to say, my mom, she wasn't full blown or anything, but she liked to sip on a good whiskey every once in a while. Yeah, I know my uncles. They all drink it, either on the rocks or straight up. But they they said some of the kids would come in and want to make a drink and mix it with 7 Up, and I thought my uncles were going to kill a couple of people for doing that. I drink my scotch either on the rocks or with soda, and I mean like this much scotch and this much soda, and a twist, and just sipped it. But like I said, when I had my bar, I drank a lot. I drank a 750 the nights that I was in the bar 4 nights a week. So, and but I can tell you now, I haven't been drunk in 30 years, so things are good, I guess. For me, they are. I learned that I don't need to drink to have a good time, which is kind of awesome. No, I will not, for I cannot get over the sound of the name cheesecake. All you gotta do is taste it, and you'll be you'll change your mind. It's awesome. Has nothing to do with cheese. Um, it's really good. I love Scotch, but I'm a lightweight. I haven't had I haven't had a good I haven't had a good single malt in God knows how long. But most of the time I drank Chevets. What was the other one to go? Trying to think. Mostly Chevets and Johnny Walker Black. I drink, but I haven't had. I don't know. God, it's been probably 10 years since I had just a little, one little sip. Not got drunk, but had a sip of Scotch. But I do enjoy the Scotch. It's an acquired taste. Now, a lot of people drink gin, and I think gin tastes absolutely crap. You couldn't pay me money to drink gin, but a lot of people like it. The gimlets and all that kind of crap, and absolutely had nothing like Mark with cheesecake. I wasn't gonna drink it. I tasted it one time and it tasted like crap. I was done with it. Yeah, exactly. And that was one of the reasons that I like drinking it also around. Uh, how did I end up with Chocolate Man on my phone? You do that, James? All right. How long has it been? An hour and 5 minutes. You guys are the best, but I think I'm going to go. I hear them banging on stuff in the back. They always make me nervous. But again, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I hope you had a great day either yesterday or today or tomorrow. I know that I ate turkey sandwiches and stuff for days and days on end after usual Thanksgiving. But I will do these, as you know. I have to give Richard his due of Richard Travel, who is tomorrow night, 11 o'clock. I don't know. I don't know if Bobby's doing his live stream tonight or not. I'm sure he is. But Richard did both the intro and the outro for me as a favor to me um, on my live streams. So I want to thank everybody. You guys are the best. I won't be doing one until Monday because I'm going to be I'm going to be on the road Saturday and Sunday, and I'll show you the tile. I probably won't vlog anything. Maybe I will. I'll bring the camera. I'm the worst vlogger in YouTube history. But I want to thank you all for coming, and I'll catch you on the next one.